All right, so we're over at the Arcade1Up booth, and they've got a huge NBA Jam, and Sarah can zoom out here and show you how big that thing is. Now, that's not for sale, but they do have apparently some cabinets on the floor. We're going to go take a look at that now. So this is the one that you can actually buy. This is their NBA Jam cabinet. It looks like it is a 4-player cabinet. You've got all their joysticks here. What's been nice about these is they've been improving the quality as they have been developing new versions of these cabinets. Now, of course, these are smaller than the originals, and when you buy them, they're actually shorter than they are right now. So this actually isn't a bad height for me, but if you're really tall, it might be an issue. What they do, though, to get it up to this height is they sell, and Sarah can pan down a little bit here, a little stand, a little riser that it can sit on to kind of bring it up a little bit higher. But I think what's nice about these is that they're not too big for homes where there's limited space and you can relive all of your arcade victories and whatnot on these cabinets. Now, this has multiple games on it. So you have the original NBA Jam, you have the NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and the newer game in that mix, NBA Hang Time. I used to play that one quite a bit on my Dreamcast. So like the others, they have multiple games, and really cool to get all your friends around this with a nice 4-player control surface here. Now, last year they came out with the Star Wars cabinet, which was really a big hit with me when I was a kid in the 80s here. They did a nice job kind of replicating the original controller. It's got a good heavy feel to it also. They really captured what I remembered it playing like. I got to get one of these for the house. Now, they are coming up with a new version of Star Wars, same game, but it's a sit-down cabinet, and you've got a pull-out chair here. And they had one of these sit-down things back in the day, so you can replicate that. And I think, to be honest, this kind of works a little better if you're taller, maybe, because you can sit down to play and get a mini arcade experience in probably a more comfortable manner than leaning over something if you're too tall. Again, these come with multiple games: Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. But there's a lot more here, too. Let's keep looking. Now, if you like Pac-Man, this is something for you. This is the 40th edition version. It's got a lot of different versions of Pac-Man here, including Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-and-Pal, a few others. Missing, though, is Ms. Pac-Man because of some crazy licensing stuff going on at the moment with that particular game. But it looks like a lot of the other cabinets that they've come up with, and it really looks pretty nice here too. So that's coming up pretty soon. And if you're a fan of Burger Time, which is one of my favorite arcade games, they've got a nice cabinet here that looks pretty authentic too. So this is another new one coming up. They also have a few other games on this one beyond Burger Time: Karate Champ, looks like Caveman Ninja, Bad Dudes. So a nice little selection of Data East games here too. Now, they've got some other stuff here that's pretty cool. This is an Atari plug-and-play joystick. Look at the size of this thing. It's got a bunch of Atari games loaded on it, plugs in via HDMI. It's going to cost about $100. They tell me it's not going to wobble around as much in the final version. They're going to weight it a little bit better. This is another version of that. And then they've got a Pac-Man one here too, where you can play Pac-Man with an enormous joystick. I can see this being pretty popular at bars and stuff. So be on the lookout for these, about $100 a piece. So they've got a ton of new stuff here. This is a pinball cabinet. This one is a Star Wars theme. It's got some pretty loud speakers on the front there with a little digital display. Now, it's not actually a mechanical pinball machine. It's got a flat panel here underneath. It's kind of hard to get it on video. We did our best. So this will be something we'll have to check out when it comes out. But this is the Star Wars version over here. And this one is called Attack from Mars. Again, it's hard to shoot these things, but it looks very similar to the Star Wars one, just a different game. This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, Rajesh, Logic GR, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.